Hello guys and welcome back to the channel, and in this video we're going to be talking about how you can create invoices on Wix beginner friendly. So you want to create professional invoices and get paid faster without using complicated tools? In this video I'll show you how to create invoices on Wix step by step in 2026, even if you're a complete beginner. Alright guys, so we're going to go from setting up your billing to sending your first invoice and getting paid all inside of Wix. And also, if you haven't already set up your Wix account, you can use my link down below in the description to get started and follow along with this tutorial. Alright guys, so let's get into it. Your first step would be to log into Wix and access your dashboard. So the website of interest for today is manage.wix.com, which would then lead you to your dashboard. You can use the normal Google search to find Wix, but instead of heading into the website builder, just simply head straight into your account. That would then lead you over to the sign up or login page of Wix, and then you just simply sign into your existing account. As you can see, my account is already on display. All right, so from the home section here, all you need to do is simply look for either settings or finance. But instead of going through that stress of looking for settings or going into any other form of activity, just simply head straight into getting paid. Now you're going to find a few options such as connect and setup, pay links, invoices, price and quotes, proposals, and POS checkout. That's point of sale. Go into invoices and click on it. Now, once you've clicked on invoices, all you need to do is, if it's your first time, you may need to enable it. So you're going to need to click on get started. So go ahead and click on get started. And once you have, you're going to be required to either enter an email address, which I did for your invoices, and then you can do a lot of things on here. So let's say we want to create an invoice. How do we go about this? You need to set up your business details, like entering a business name, logo, contact details, and your payment method. So you can find most of these on here. You can use your invoice either to collect payment or record payment. So you're going to need to add documents in some certain fields, but let's say we want to use a customer. All we need to do is just find one. So let's say this is the customer we want to send this invoice to, and then the invoice title here, you could give it a name for your invoice. So let's say sale of a website. So let's say we built a website for someone and we're looking to complete the sale. So now you need to enter the product or service, that is the type of service. If your item isn't listed here, just click on add new, and then you can now simply create a new title. So let's call it websites. That's what we just built here. So once you've entered, go ahead and include a price. So let's say I'm charging in my local currency, because by default it's going to be in your local currency. So let's say I'm charging this amount in my local currency. All right, and then go ahead and include a description. Descriptions are important because when people open up your invoice, that is the first thing they'll be looking to see. So you could just simply enter a short description or a long one. So I'll just say payment for website, or you could just describe what you built, which is a website. Then let's say you want to go further, you could just include JavaScript and Python. So let's say you use JavaScript and Python for the website. Go ahead and click on add, and the item has been described. So we have an item, we have a price. You can now include taxes if you want to. So go ahead and click on the plus to add a task, and you can create your task. If your country applies taxes to invoices, you can go ahead and click on create new task. And let's say it's a value added tax, that's VAT. And then you need to enter your rate. So let's say a rate of between 10% to maybe 15. So we could just place it at 13% and then click on save, and the task has been added. The taxes have been added. So taxes are excluded and added to the total price. So it's going to be added to the total price. And you can basically see the line total is here, and then value added task of 13%, which is this. So you could use this to cover up your payments, ensuring you don't have any issues with any tax authorities. All right, so after adding your taxes, you can go ahead and click on add a discount to simply add a discount. So let's say you are looking to discount a certain percentage at the request of your customer. You could go ahead and enter a 10% discount and just have this here, which means the value of their tax would go down a certain percentage, giving you this as the round total. Now, there is an option to request a deposit. Basically, by requesting a deposit, you're asking for half of the payment made up front. So this is at 1.2 million in my local currency. So all you need to do is just simply enter half of this amount and you'd simply get paid for it. So a deposit of 6% would be this amount, 60% would be this, which is a good amount with the 10% discount you are applying. And then once you're done, you can also include a note. Basically, an additional note would be added, such as something like thanks for purchasing, or you could go deeper by explaining what they paid for, that is beside the description of the product. You could explain what you did for them and how they are going to benefit from this product. And then for your terms, basically, please keep your terms as realistic as possible for the payment deadline. So let's say you want payments should be made after 10 days. So you give them a 10-day period to go through the website, request revisions, corrections, or anything like that. And then after 10 days, payments would be made for whatever product you have included. And then you can go ahead and edit the customer information if you need to by including maybe a first name, a phone number, an address, if you're going to be physically sending any packages. And then for the custom fields, you could enter like a Wix invoice, or you could go ahead and add a new field. Let's say something like their birth date or position, company, if they are part of a company and you're doing any business outside of the company, you could assign that to them. All right. And once you're done here, just go ahead and click on save. And after that, the next thing you're going to do is you're going to notice that it is easy to create professional invoices directly inside of Wix, and Wix will email the invoice directly to your client once you click on send invoice. So go ahead and click on that option. And then all you need to do is just click on send email and your invoice would be sent. Now, you do not need to pay for your invoice to be sent. You can manage your invoices, everything here, by even creating new invoices. You could also invoice an order by sending an invoice that will generate an order once it's paid. And then recurring invoices. So let's say you perform a task on a weekly basis. You could have a recurring invoice that goes over to your customer or your client and reminds them of payments every single week. All right, guys, so that's basically how you can go about creating an invoice on Wix. It's really easy to do. You can also accept payments, which is very important, by heading into the payment section. So getting paid is easy by, connecting and creating an account, but you need a premium plan that would allow you to accept payments. So you can do that by clicking on upgrade. So just click on upgrade here, and you'll be taken over to a menu where you can find the plans that would allow you to receive payments on Wix. There are a few plans here like Business Elite, Business, and Core. You could basically get 50 gigabytes of storage and you can accept payments. The Lite plan doesn't let you do that. There is no option for that. But on the Core plan, you do get to accept payments. All right, guys. So that's it. Comment down below if you have any questions. Don't forget to leave a like and subscribe. Thank you.